Hello, it is dark. I'm sorry the video is sideways first off. But I just spent, I just spent 2 hours of my first day of summer break outside in the blazing heat in a sweater swinging around a mace. I am tired, exhausted, dehydrated. I'm going to go have the biggest glass of milk I've ever had. And I hope you appreciate and enjoy this video. Hello, my dudes. It is another Wild Wolf video because I'm making a homemade water bottle mace. I know what you're thinking of. Just grab a water bottle. No. That is the novice way. You do not know the way, novice. What we are going to be doing is properly making one. And tomorrow, to go with it, I'm going to be making the chest and back part of a two-part video for homemade body armor. I know it doesn't sound impressive, but what I'm doing is going to be better than two flimsy books. And if two flimsy books can stop a fully grown man from putting an axe through it, then I think this is going to be pretty good. So what you're going to need for this build is a stick, just any good one should do, a water bottle, some glue, a paintbrush, and whatever gravel and rocks is around you. I was originally going to bring out newspaper. I'm not going to say why, but I didn't know I had this stick, and I was going to use a method of making the Millwall brick to make a handle. I might explain what a Millwall brick is later in the video, but let's get building. I'll give you some good tips on it and show you how to make it. Another step after you have what you think is enough gravel to fit your water bottle. And no, this is not sponsored by Ginger Ale. I called and they said my videos were cringy. Oh, you like my new haircut? Thanks for noticing. And see, once you think you have enough to fill your entire water bottle, then you just simply empty it, and I'll take you to step one of the build now. So step one is that you grab the stick you're using for your handle, find a rock, like something that would be a good whetstone. If you don't know what a whetstone is, just Google it, but this doesn't need to be wet for that. All you need to do is grab your stick and just grind off all the bark, because that's going to be uncomfortable to use when you're making a handle, and I've practiced this in the past. And I've found that over time that these notches and bark, the stone will make quick work of that. Yep. See you back in a bit. Alright, and now for the most satisfying, arguably the best part of the video, Just a couple swipes, and your workspace is clean. Radical. All right, now I don't think that you're stupid, but I do think you already know this. I know this isn't the greatest weapon. Well, not really a weapon, more like a self-defense thing. I know this isn't like the greatest mace, but like if you're in some situation where you're gonna need this, you're not gonna have the time to go to the hardware store. Not everyone has the time to go to the hardware store and pick up some really complex parts to make this really complex thing. Not everyone has a lot of power tools. This is a simple, just something simple that you can, just something simple until you know what you're doing. Like, this would be a good starter project for anyone who wants to get into the hobby of making makeshift weapons. Oh yeah, there's the camera. So, the handle doesn't have to be perfect, but after like a couple minutes of grinding, I wore down these notches. This side isn't really pointy. Still warm a little. But yeah, that'll be good enough just like that. Now, the next step is also a good tip for this. Make sure you have more rocks than glue and like put them in at the same time, because if it's more glue than rocks, it'll be really squishy, kind of like a cushion. That's not what you want. You want it to be more rocks than glue, because if the entire thing is filled with glue, it won't really do much. But if it's all rocks and glue in between each rock, not completely filled with glue and a couple rocks here and there, like the outside, you should be able to see through it and see a ton of rocks inside. That's what it should be. Remember, just more rocks than glue, and it'll be better. So, over time, you just add them both at the same time. So yeah, every now and then you add a couple. And a little bit of glue, just for that linguine flavor, just to season it a little bit. There we go, and that right there should be enough for now. Mix it up, and yeah, just keep doing that over and over and over again, and I'll be right back. So a really good way to get it mixed up in there is, hold on, you add a few rocks, some glue, and then you grab the end of the bottle, and hold on, this is annoying. There we go. Grab the end of the bottle, shake it. Nice. Hold on. As you can see, it's in there good now, and do that every now and then, and it'll get the glue in between the rocks, and then all the rocks are stuck together, and it's a lot more solid, and you won't hear rattling when you're swinging it. It's not done yet, but it's looking good. The handle fits like a glove. I've been doing another technique where, let me show you. What's that? You shake it as you're filling it with glue, but I need 2 hands to do that, so I really can't show you in the video. You know what? Crap. Here, I'll show you right here. I also got a lot more gravel because I didn't have nearly enough. Used way more than I did. Okay. Come on. You know what? That'll be good. at this point, if you have that many rocks in, you should be adding probably nothing but glue. Because in case you didn't get enough in there in the beginning, then once you shake it up, you'll have enough glue to get it really all around. Like, let me show you. At this point, I'm only going to be adding glue from now on. And some paper around the handle, plug it. I'll show you the steps as we go. Okay, we're coming on to the final steps. Sorry, but someone's playing a whistle in the background, just making some music. I decided to add more rocks in the end because I wasn't satisfied with the weight of it. Now you'll get a good swing of it. Final steps. Also gonna add a bit more glue. And here are some tips just to know you did something right. First one, you're probably gonna laugh, but this should be a genuine tip. The end of your bottle should look like a total wreck and a total mess. Reason being, another tip. Also, reason being is that way you know that you actually put some effort in it. You got in there, really nitty gritty work, and the end of your bottle should look like a mess. Another tip, leave a bit of like open space near the top so your handle fits in. And to get the handle in, that's the final. Actually, also, I'm gonna let that dry for a bit. I'll be back in like 10 minutes-ish. Here's the beast in its hole, and I changed my mind. I'm not putting the cap on the end as a pommel. That kind of looks stupid, but went around the handle where it meets the bottle with a paintbrush again and some glue. And it's not really dry yet on the inside, but I'm too excited. We have to test this thing. Okay, one final step with the brush. Once you got your handle in there really good, put some glue on the brush and coat the outside. And because I feel like it, if it fits on the end, it kind of does. I'm going to have to grind that down a bit, but as a pommel, well, makeshift pommel, I'm going to use the cap of the bottle to put it on for no other reason because I think it looks kind of cool. Okay, the moment of truth. Here's what you do next. Under the piece of paper, I decided to use the newspaper for something after all. Roll it up a bit. Maybe a bit more. You know what? Forget that. I'm just going to use the handle because, I don't know, paper isn't really 100% necessary and might just make this harder. So, around the edge, coat the edge with glue, roll it on its side, roll it around. Na 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 na. You know, I just remembered I had this handy dandy paintbrush. Then coat the inside. Yep. Na 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 na. Wow, this brush is gonna look like a mess. Na 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 na. Someone's still playing that whistle. Okay. And you take the end. Actually, this might be pretty. It might be pretty good to use the brush for this too. Yeah, just didn't realize. I was coating the inside rim with that the whole time. And you add some glue to your handle too. Use the brush, just lather it around a bit. Okay, good. Then, okay, should probably add some glue there too, because that's where it's actually gonna be, you know, meeting the handle. Oh, whoops. Okay. And my dog's barking. Hold up, I'll meet you when I'm done. Okay, so you and I both know that's gonna knock this thing down, no problem, but I just wanted to see how little force it takes. Okay, Mom, okay, I was swinging it around earlier, and it didn't even budge. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, we're back. I decided to use a little bit of duct tape to reinforce the handle. That's sturdy as heck now, not going anywhere, so let's retry the test. Alright, here we go. Okay, it's got a bit of a wobble to it, but that just makes it more like a morning star, I guess. Go this way and see what happens. Can I do that with one hand? Alright. Let's try a bigger opponent. Bottle's not even scratching. Test it on myself. Oh, that sucked. Okay. Okay, that's the video. That sucks.